Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today I have a vintage haul. This is probably the most vintage haul I've done in a very long time. And this was just a collective kind of haul that I picked these things up when I wasn't filming. Like normally I film a thrift with me video. I just happened to not be filming that type of video on the days when I got this stuff. So I just figured I would put it all together in one haul because I feel like I found some cool things that I wanted to show you. So let's get started. So the first thing that I found was this wooden tray. It has like this spice of life pattern on it. It didn't have a brand on the back. This was $1.50 as well, which is pretty good. It didn't have a brand or anything, but it did just have a little made in Japan sticker on the back. I don't know. If you don't know, I collect spice of life things and I feel compelled to buy things that I don't have all the time. I don't know. I always think maybe if I ever sell it in the future, it'll be like a bigger collection to sell. I don't know. I wanted it, so I got it. So then I found some records. Now, I've been trying not to buy records as much, but we saw this James Bond record and I thought it was really cool. And we actually paid $6 for it. Normally I only pay around like between 50 cents and $2 for records, but I thought this one was really cool, so decided to get it and I don't regret it. And then John found this record actually, but I wanted to include it in this because I think it is really cool. It's like this Batman theme record, and I don't know if it's like official or not, but we did listen to it recently and it is very 1960s vibes, and I don't know, I just love it. So I'm really glad that he saw this and picked it up. I also found a couple of cute 45s actually. This Winter Wonderland I thought was very cute. This definitely has like the animation is very 1960s, like Frosty the Snowman vibes to me. So we've got that one, and then we have this other one, the Bunny Hop. I think this is adorable. The animation on this gives me very like 1950s vibes. I think it's really cute. It would be very cute to display. Like with your Easter decor, I think. I thought the dog was really cute. And this is not vintage, but I did see this Hello Kitty little notebook that is like Christmas themed. I usually write to-do lists and notebooks like this, so I thought that would be cute to use in December. So then these also are not vintage, but they're very vintage inspired in my opinion. A few months ago, maybe longer, I got some tea towels in this pattern. I got these from a thrift store that just happens to sell some new items, and I got them because I wanted to add a little orange into my kitchen. If you're not familiar, my kitchen is very 1970s and I thought these would be great. So then when I saw the pot holders, I knew I had to get them. I wish that they had some oven mitts, but I didn't see any. But maybe I will be able to find them at some point, but I was super happy to get these. They're really inexpensive too. I think like $1.65 or something. So, and I definitely feel like it goes with my kitchen if you're familiar. And if not, I'll link the tour below. And then going along with kitchen, I collect vintage aprons as well. Now, I don't know for sure if this is a vintage apron. To me, it looks vintage, but I mean, I guess it's possible someone could have made it not so long ago. I don't know. The material pattern looks very kind of 70s vibe to me. So anyway, I haven't bought an apron in a long time, but I saw this one and I just thought, no, I really like that. That fits my vibe. So I was happy to get that. And it's not to say it's not as nice, but I have some nicer ones that I never want to use because I don't want to ruin them, but I feel like I would actually use that one. And then I also found some linens that I believe are vintage. I mean, again, same with the apron. They could not be, but they look pretty vintage to me. It's been a long time since I found ones that I really liked enough to buy, but I really liked this one. I thought it was pretty, and I loved this one. I think it's so pretty and cute. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but I don't know. I just couldn't leave them. These I found at a Salvation Army and they were only $2 a piece, which I think is a really great deal for vintage linens. I just love this one so much. It's so like happy. I have a queen bed, so unfortunately I can never use vintage linens like as linens because they're usually all double, but And then I also found a vintage pillowcase, which I was hoping that they were going to have the sheets to match this, because this is actually my favorite out of the 3 patterns. This screams 1970s to me. I'm pretty sure my parents even had something very similar to this when I was a really young kid. But I also feel like I don't see pillowcases as much as I see the linens, and when I do, they're never in this good of condition. Like, I feel like this was just folded up in someone's linen closet for decades. And then I also found some vintage towels, which is one of my favorite things to find, but again, like the pillowcases, I find it very hard to find them, and if you do find them, they're usually not in like this good of condition. I think these were like in never used condition personally, and I just love them so much. So I found a bigger like towel and then more of like a smaller hand-sized towel, and they look like they match and go together, but I do think they have different brands on them, but they very much are in the same style. So I'm assuming they came from the same house, and maybe they were just used as like decorative towels is what I'm assuming. Right now my bathroom is very like 1950s pastel, but when we renovate the bathroom, I do want to change the vibe in there to more of like a 70s look, maybe like late 60s, and I think these towels would be perfect. I'll probably just use them for display, but I don't know. I'm just so excited that I found these. They were super inexpensive too. I feel like they were maybe $1, $1.50. I feel like they're perfect for the vibe that I want to go for though, so I can't believe that I found them in such great condition. It's just, I love when stuff like that happens. Anyway, that was it for my small vintage haul, but I'm so happy with all of the things that I found. I don't know. Sometimes I'll go for a long time and not really find a lot of vintage things, and I kind of get discouraged, but I don't know. On this particular day, I was having a really good day finding lots of vintage things. I actually wish that I would have been filming a thrift with me, but oh well, I film quite a bit of them. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again soon.